He's gonna score!
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome!
Yes, it's not like that! He's through, we're going!
It's up for goal!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane!
Yes, score! Going for it!
Look at the pass!
He's breaking through! He's gonna score!
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome!
Yes, it's not Modrić! He's through, we're going!
Wow, look at that pass! Let's go for goal! That's it!
Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through!
Wow, yeah, go for it! Whoa, look at that!
Leeds come into this game having taken all 3 points in their opener. Just what was needed to get the campaign off to the smooth start they wanted. Their boss has been keen to point out in his press conference that they must remain focused, and that focus is something they should be able to keep because the position is clear. Perform now as they did first up, and they would be in the frame for pole position in this group. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. So, having won on opening day, it's eyes forward on the missions that remain.
Well, Peter, there's a very good chance they can plough on after what was a good start, and even if they have a wobble along the way, I think this team has a structure and a philosophy that's solidly in place, and I think they can rely on that. So my advice would be keep aiming high. Why not opt for some swagger, in parts at least? I think they're capable of it.
The action has already started. Ribery plays it in, and Saldi gets it away. And it's Cuadrado. Marco Verratti. Look at the defender bombing forward. It's out for a goal kick.
Luka, this is awesome!
Idrissa Gueye tries to get it forward quickly. That's a throw. Ziyech. Cuadrado did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a decent ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jimenez goes upfield. And it's Ansaldi. Nicely controlled. Repelled by the keeper. Breaks on here. Plays it out to the flank. Now it's Hulk. Gets away from his opponent. Chance! Oh, well defended. That had to be done. That's gone a long way up and away. No goals as yet. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Hoists it forward. Floats one over. Plays it out to the wing. A real chance to break. Müller. Cuts it out. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Battles to win it back. Marco Verratti. And it's Ribéry. Ribéry. Müller. Ziyech. Chance to break. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And it's hoisted clear. It's found its way to him. Turns and goes back. And the shot! And the first 45 minutes are up. Both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Unspectacular but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
Leeds head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we are already promptly back underway. So deadlock still as the second half begins. And here's Müller. Müller. Marco Verratti. He's had a look. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Saul. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Needed a better pass there. And it's Ansaldi. The referee's awarded a free kick. Keeper has beaten it away. Ribéry absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Ribéry.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Jimenez. And it's played forward. Müller. And here's Ibrahimovic. Modric. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic is fouled. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Ibrahimovic with a real chance here. Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Well, what a sickener that is for the opposition. There really isn't much time to get a goal back now. Talking about drama.
Dispatched expertly, nicely done. So we have our breakthrough.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Ziyech. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Luka, this is awesome.
And here's Ziyech.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. What an adventurous run from a defender. He'll hit it! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Hulk. He's played him through. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he has been fouled there. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Towering header! And another time! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Leeds could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, some fans are already on their way out, so that to me says everything, Peter.
Keeper sees it all the way. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Solid, if not especially fancy, always in control. They did enough to win it. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Yes, go on! Look at that! And the big pass! Going for it! Yes, look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yes, it's not up at this! He's through! We're going!
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. That's
Yeah, Fossil! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, yeah, go for it! Whoa, look at that! Whoa, look at that! What a game! Look at that! You look great! Like that, the scorecard! Best game ever!
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. The Emirates awash with red and white, a sea of Arsenal, just as you would anticipate. And already we're underway here. Ribery. Ricky Puig. Modric. And here's Müller. Has a pop! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Tierney tries to stroke it through. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Hoists it forward, gets into a dangerous position. And here's Lacazette, battles to win it back. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's Müller. Receives it in a good position. Goalkeeper's ball. Tierney. Lacazette. And the finish! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Lacazette really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Massive leap! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Ricky Puig. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Nathan Niles. Ribery. Ribery plays it forward. Müller tries to head towards goal. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And here's Müller. This could spell... He's gone for it! It's in!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
A 1-0 lead established.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Now it's Lacazette. That's good defending, very good defending. Perisic. Müller. Ribery. What a ball this has turned out to be. And he heaves it forward. Modric. Perisic. Plays it out to the flank. Perisic. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Oh, brilliant goal! About as smooth as it gets. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. And he's produced a beauty. Leeds grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Maitland-Niles. Foot in. Ball's out on the left now. There's the through ball. What an adventurous run from a defender.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. It's a loose ball. Leeds boast a very impressive defensive record of late. And it's played forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And he's made sure that that won't get through. It's come loose. Plays it out to the wing. Hit into the middle. Has a pop! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Modric boasts the best record in the team when it comes to receiving passes. Benatia. Benatia with the crossfield ball. Modric goes looking. Played out to the right. And it's got through. Towering header! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Muller is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Decent looking ball. That's gone a long way up and away. Ribéry. Modric. Almost. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. We knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So what can they conjure from this one? And this is the perfect opportunity to create. Oh, it's come off the upright. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Five minutes left on the clock. Ruben Neves. And it's Muller. This is promising. And Hulk! Maitland-Niles. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Ribéry. Oh, shapes to shoot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
So that's it. It is all over. Leeds, comfortable winners. A virtuoso display, utterly one-sided. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things...
Going for it! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got Papa Des! He's through, they're going!
Wow, look at that pass.
He's going for goal. Lads, yeah.
Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, there we go! Yeah, go for it! Whoa, look at that!
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. He's had a go! Marvellous goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Leeds have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it? Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hulk. And here's Muller. And it's Modric. Oh, great shoots! It's in! Keeper's got good distance on that. Forward it goes. Oh, some clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with a false nine. Now, no one's really holding a fixed position up there.
How does that work?
Well, I think it's an attempt to just confuse this defence with constant interchange and different movement.
Hulk. And he's there to hoof it away. Brings it forward. He's there to shot a goal! Oh, the ball's come loose! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Has he picked him out? How about a shot? Has a hit! This could fall anywhere. Oh, real danger here. Into the middle. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now a chance to break. Gets away from his opponents. And it's Ribery. Right through the middle. Ah! It's broken loose. Ribery. Hulk. And Hulk! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And the finish! Goes for the cross. Neuer is there to take. And here's Muller. Hulk.
through to the goalkeeper.
Neuer. Hoists it forward. Müller. Gets good distance on it. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. What an adventurous run from a defender. What a throw in. And it's Hamšík.
He's gone for it! He scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Things starting. That is going to be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Leeds in control at half-time, 2-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Hits one! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Leeds take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Take by the keeper, he's read that well.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Right, the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Modric, who does have an assist to his name. Played into them, has a goal!
It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets!
It is no contest, it is a landslide. That is fabulous, just drink it in. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. No way through there. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Ball's out on the left now. Pumps it into the area. Looking for a decent ball in. Ribéry crosses. Mariappa pushes to get on the end of it. Hulk. And here's Müller. Good ball. Ribéry! That's gone a long way up and away. And here's Hulk. It's anyone's ball. It's Modric. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. This is as ruthless as it gets.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. It's become a case of men against boys. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Steered forward. Perisic. He's through, now is he in? Done very well to intervene. Simpson.
Perisic really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
Hit into the middle. A heavy challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. Modric, Hamsik. It's a fabulous position. Beautifully done. That's great strength on the ball. And time is up. Leeds have done it again. Another step towards glory. Still a fair way to go. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, it was fairly emphatic.
Luka, the energy's insane.
Leeds emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. As you can see, we've already started here. Ribéry. Sousa. Modric. Ibrahimovic tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Cristiano gets it back. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Modric. And it's Hulk. Look at the defender bombing forward. Massive leap! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Hulk is onto it and can take it up. Up to meet it! Besiktas seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
Yeah, well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Hutchinson. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Now it's Perisic. Ibrahimovic. Perisic. Ibrahimovic. Vida. Hutchinson. Lajic. Lajic drives it forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. Keeps everyone guessing. Battles to win it back. Ribery needed to come up with a better ball.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Hoists it forward. Hulk. Modric. Ricky Puig. Ribery. Cristiano. Oh, sweet feet. Modric. And Hulk! And that has been clubbed away. And it's half-time here. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. It's the first half compared with your expectation.
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're already into the second period.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination.
Perisic! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Tokaj can get it clear. Modric has come loose. Ricky Puig. And it's Ribery. Cristiano. Shot a goal! Modric. Ricky Puig. And here's Ribery. Cristiano. Ribery. Ricky Puig is on. Has a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Towering header! Gets good distance on it. Neuer. And it's played forward. And it's Vida. Aimed in towards the centre. Receives it in a good position. He's pinged one through here. It's a brilliant interception.
Well, decisiveness has deserted them, Peter. They need precision, and it's sadly absent.
Ricky Puig. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Lajic gets his foot in there. Abubakar gets on the end of it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hulk takes control of it and he's on the move. This is quite a run and he's not done yet. Needs a quality cross. Ricky Puig has a pop! Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And the header! And that's caused a worry or two. Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
In for a header! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Sousa. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that is that. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organising. Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started. Has a goal! Oh, the ball's come loose! And that's caused a worry or two. And here's Ibrahimovic. Diogo Dalot can get it clear. Modric. Perisic. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Lovely feet. Ibrahimovic hits it! He's delivered all right!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Leeds put themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Now it's Perisic. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Cristiano. Great leap! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, now that was a chance. What a chance. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
He's had a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
And it's Ribery. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. And that's a throw. Modric. Perisic. Massive leap! Perisic. Ricky Puig. And it's Modric. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Shoots! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Perisic. Hulk. Perisic. Hardly anything between the sides. And it's 1-0. Ribery. Back into the middle. And he heaves it forward. And the first half is done. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Leeds come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And it's Ribery. Ricky Puig. Perisic. Hulk. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Diogo Dalot gets it away. It's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper's got good distance on that. Falcao. Manchester United get it back again. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Good idea, just poorly executed. There's a move that looked promising. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's anyone's ball.
Manchester United are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Luka, this is awesome.
Ricky Puig. Could be a chance here. Vinicius Junior tries lifting it over. Otamendi hoists it forward. And it's Müller. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Hulk. Modric. And here's Hulk. Over to the left. Flings in across. That's not going to find its target. And it's been taken straight back. Ricky Puig. Modric. Müller. Tries a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Vinicius Junior! And the lead stays intact, just.
Vinicius Junior clearly cannot yet fathom how he hasn't levelled it. A stunning, stunning save.
Towering header! And that could come back to haunt them.
Oh, that could prove a pivotal moment in this match. They needed that goal badly, you know.
Otamendi. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Forward it goes. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Müller. And here's Hulk. And he hits one! And the defence can get it clear. Hulk. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. They've been looking for. Oh, that is a bit special. Two up and very... And that's it. Leeds away with the win. A job really well done in all departments. A real sum-of-the-parts team effort. Your reflections then, Jim?
There's a solidity about them.
What a goal! This guy got done wrong! This is the best game I've had! Yes! Oh my God!
Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that! Yes, go on! Who's better? And the big pass! Going for it! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up at this! He's through! We're going!
Oh, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. We've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. Certainly this is a very, very... It's Dini! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Leeds have made this tremendous start, Jim. What's the reason for it?
Well, I think team spirit. I think it's something that often gets overlooked, but this team has it in abundance. There's an unselfishness about them. They work for each other, and then some.
Leeds were simply a class apart in the corresponding fixture last season. They dismantled their opponents. It's come loose. Watford are on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
And it's Hulk. Leeds yet to have a shot on target. Cristiano up for the header! That's offside. Yes, it is. Gets it upfield. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Ribéry. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Cleverly. He's pinged one through here. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And it's Hulk. Ribéry. And that should be the keeper's. Tries to get it forward quickly, cuts it out. Cristiano drives it forward. Dini. That'll be a throw. Ribéry. Noble. And we hit half-time, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. An interesting game up to now, but still goals. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Leeds head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
And it's Cleverly. Driving on, he could shoot here. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Could be a chance here. Ribéry. It's gone a long way up and away. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Gets up to head it! Hoists it forward. Perisic, chance! He's got away with one there. Breaks on here. Noble, and it's played forward. And he's away. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Leeds are in superb form defensively. 5 consecutive clean sheets. All the way back, and they start again. Keeper sends it forward. Fraser. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And it's Cristiano. Crosses it in. Ibrahimovic hits it! Trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Ibrahimovic certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Cristiano. Modric. Müller. Modric. Perisic. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Keeper's ball. Hamsik. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Done very well to intervene.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And now the breakaway. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Hamsik. And it's Cleverly. Final seconds, this has to be it. And that's that. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff.
Luka, the energy is insane.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally Ibrahimovic! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Ibrahimovic came up with a decent crack, but he knew rather quickly he'd gotten underneath it.
Leeds are having a tough week. It is a crazy schedule for them.
Yeah, it's a tough spell, and guarding against fatigue for the players is key now. Tiredness can be the blame for more injuries, so it's an opportunity for the manager to shuffle his pack.
And it's Modric. Oh, nice touch. Modric. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Modric.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Real chance! And he's done it!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Deadlock broke, massive leap! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Gets into a dangerous position. He's got through. Hook has it in a wide position. Towering header! Harmlessly behind. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Hamsik.
Hulk. Ibrahimovic. Ribéry. And it's played forward. Well, that's where he wants it. Modric.
Leeds are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And it's Hulk.
Modric. Hulk. And the finish! It's there! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. He's through. Hulk. Chance! And we've reached half-time. So a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level.
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
Yeah, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Has a pop! Wonderful!
Well, whatever was said in the dressing room at half-time has worked, and so often it's the big-name players who respond. What a great, great goal to reclaim the advantage. Super stuff. I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Leeds take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Hamsik. And it's Ribéry. What an adventurous run from a defender. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Pinged forward. That is an adventurous run down the left-hand side. Gets it back.
Luka, the energy is insane.
Hook, who has made his impact already. Modric. Otamendi. Hamsik. Modric. Hamsik. Otamendi. Hamsik. Ribery. Modric. And that's sprayed out wide. Tries to swing it in. Hulk. Turns and goes back. He's had a go! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Plays it out to the flank. Up he gets! He will be livid with himself.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
So holding on now for those 3 precious points. And here's Ibrahimovic. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Played out to the right. Ibrahimovic. He's tried one. Keeper's not concerned by that. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Ibrahimovic battles to win it back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Cuadrado. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. It's a fabulous position. Chance to shoot. And it's Ribery. And Ribery! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, that was...
And that's it. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Wow, look at that pass. Guys, go for goal. Lads,
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, yeah, go for it. Whoa, look at that.
Well, hello everybody, thank you for joining us for what we hope will be an intriguing group stage game, and it is first against second. 2 teams with the same objective, and that is to make sure that they will still be here once the competition resumes under a different format, one that is far less forgiving than now. This, no doubt, a game of the utmost importance, not so much for the final outcome in this group, but potentially who meets whom when that massive leap! Beningame. And it's played forward. Over to the left. Otamendi battles to win it back.
Luka, this is awesome.
Modric. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Modric is officially the best player in the team when it comes to receiving passes. Cuadrado. And he's there to cut it out. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And it's Hulk. Belts one! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Hulk sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Now it's Cuadrado, out to the right, played into the middle. Hutchinson gets it away. Hamsik. He'll try from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Modric certainly displayed his fine technique, but the keeper was never really in trouble.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hulk. Hamsik. And it's Ribery. Goes for the towering header! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Oh, what a great leap. He had no right to get to that.
Gets it back. Cuadrado. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. Cuadrado crosses. Timely intervention. That has sent him sprawling. Ribery. And here's go for goal! And the defence can get it clear. That's a throw.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Hamsik. Modric. Ribery. Ribery! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And the first half is done. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still. Real chance! There it is!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They were obviously hoping for an early second half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen. And this is a very welcome tonic now.
With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Leeds take the lead, 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Hamsik. Hamsik drives it forward. Modric.
What a good way to assert your authority for this second period. They were prepared to commit numbers forward into attacking positions, and the risk has been deservedly rewarded.
Hulk, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Müller. This could goes for goal! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Leeds take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. And he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Luka, this is also...
Vida. Hutchinson. Cristiano Ronaldo. Hulk. What a ball this has turned out to be. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hamsik. Modric. Cuadrado. Clears it out of harm's way. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's neat. Has a go! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Modric. Hulk. Driving on, he could shoot here, and they've been caught out here. Müller finds himself offside. Leeds making another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Hoists it forward. This could be their final throw of the dice. Surely. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And that's it. Leeds did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. The final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a...
This is the best game ever! Yes! Oh my God!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Go, look at that! Spots! Yes, go on! Who's better? And the big pass! Going for it! Yes, look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game
will be underway very soon. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think? He's had a go! And that has been cleared. Goes for it! He just whacks it away. And here's Cuadrado. Lovely feet. Hulk. Leeds are the most prolific team in the league this season. Beautifully done. It's Modric! Well, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
And it's Hulk. And here's Perisic. Busacchio with the clearance. Gets it back. And here's the chance to counter. Murray. Now it's Konoplyanka. He's through. Hulk really has been in sparkling form, hasn't he? No doubt we'll hear plenty of rumours about him when the transfer window opens.
I think so. He's a man very much in demand, and not just from any interested party. The big boys will be dipping into their very large pockets to try and prize this fellow away.
West Ham were impressive in their last outing and brilliantly orchestrated by the manager.
Yeah, he had a problem, but he was confident he had the players to fix it, and his willingness to take risks is what I liked, and that worked an absolute treat.
And it's Cristiano. Has a pop! Goal!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Leeds get themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Ibrahimovic in with the challenge. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Cuadrado. Marco Verratti. He's gone for goal!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Gets away from his opponents. Perisic. Hulk. Cuadrado. And here's Perisic. Could be he's gone for it! Oh, and the follow-up. They've done it! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And here's Murray. Murray spreads it towards the left. Away from immediate danger. And there's the end of the first half. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Leeds ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we are already promptly back underway. And it's Hulk. Hulk! Was a
matter of inches.
Oh, probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
And here's Murray. Now it's Lanzini. Yarmolenko, deftly done. Cut out in the nick of time. Looking to force his way through. This could fall anywhere. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Rice plays it out to the wing. And now they can launch a counter. And it's Modric. And here's Ribery. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
That is simply superb! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Dispatched expertly, nicely done.
Look, there's an awful lot that can go wrong from that range. How good was that?
Leeds take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Battles to win it back. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Murray, time to deliver, and they've been caught out here. It's anyone's ball. Perisic. Diop gets into the right position to intercept. Ibrahimovic is being picked on here.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Played in with accuracy. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Verratti goes looking. Müller. Now it's Perisic. Oh, good interception. Murray gets into a dangerous position.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And it's Müller. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Ibrahimovic! He's kicked it out just.
Ibrahimovic just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
It's a throw in. Yarmolenko is making a foray down the right. Murray. Murray! Rice. Verratti was not to be moved. Perisic tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward, cuts it out. And it's Modric. Over to the left. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that will be the final act. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply...
Breaking through! He's gonna score! Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome!
Yeah, they got up at this! He's through, they're going!
Good!
Wow, look at that pass!
He's going for goal! Lads,
Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through!
One, two, yeah, go for it! 1, 2, 3, 4! Whoa, look at that!
Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Otamendi. Leeds are on this very impressive run in front of their home crowd. 5 wins in 5. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Plenty waiting in the middle. Hulk! Oh, good stop, it had to be. Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And here's Modric. Hoists it forward. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Elliott.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Riqui Puig has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. And it's Cristiano. Ribéry. And here's Hulk. Tries a shot!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ribéry. And Ribéry! Chooses to go back. Hits one! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Gomez knocks it away. Hulk. He's gone for it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
And that's been levered clear. And here's Ribéry. Shot a goal! And here's Ibrahimovic. There's the... and the shot! Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, maybe their long-range shooting is a little ambitious here.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Timely into Mane! Modric. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Nketiah. Elliott. Mane. And Mane!
Well, to put it this way,
and the half-time whistle goes. Both sides have drawn blanks. Have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So your views on the first half?
yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Up to meet it! Goal! The second half sparked straight into life. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Liverpool break the deadlock.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Otamendi gets it back. He gets past his man. In towards the middle. Ibrahimovic. Liverpool come into this match following a triumph for the boss last time.
I think, Peter, we have to give credit where it's due. He had a problem up top and he tweaked his system to sort it out. And what I like is that he doesn't hold back.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Liverpool have it back and they can go again. Defenders on the back foot. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Done very well to intervene. Mane. And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Modric. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Ricky Puig. And it's Perisic. Perisic started the last match. Modric. What a ball this has turned out to be. Good clearance and very necessary. Ribery. Cristiano. Ricky Puig. Perisic. Perisic threads one through. There's the delivery. Oh, real danger here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Keita. Played in with accuracy. Cristiano with a good steal, well played. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, he saw that coming.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Ricky Puig. Perisic. Right through the middle. Look at the defender bombing forward. Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And that's that. Well, that does not help. Interpret the performance as you will, but the key truth is that they lost.
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today.
Wow, look at that pass.
Guys, go for goal. Lads,
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, there we go. Yeah, go for it. Whoa, look at that.
Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters...
Gets up to head it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Modric. Oh, good interception. Leeds come into this game on a 5-game unbeaten run away from home. Good ball. Goes for goal! They've played it short. And that's a throw-in. Modric. Oh, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. West Bromwich contested that thriller-minute draw last time.
The energy's insane.
Hulk. Leeds have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Muller. Hulk. Here's the delivery. Tries to get it clear. And here's Ribery. Andros Townsend gets into the right position to intercept. Modric. Hamšík. Modric. Otamendi. Hulk. Shapes to shoot. Hamšík. And it's Modric. Modric! And out to safety. Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. He's looked long this time. Well played, he saw that coming. Ribery. A goal now would certainly liven things up. Modric. He could be... Has a pop! And the ball's come out! And that has been clubbed away. Hamšík. It's come through. Modric. Hamšík. Hulk. Oh, nice touch. Hamšík. Modric. Hamšík. And here's Hulk. And here's Muller. That intervention was very necessary. And we've reached half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score... Oh, it's hit the post! Hulk. It's bounced out! Marvellous goal!
Well, when one or two others were maybe a tad slow at restarting this game, then up steps a big character who was simply switched on and bright, and he sparked another advantage for his team at an important stage. It augurs well. And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Referee's given a throw. Hamsik. And it's Muller. Well positioned to make that interception. Leeds suffered their first defeat of the season last time out, so time now to put that right. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Hamsik. Muller. Oh, real danger here. Just the goal. Has a pop! It's anyone's ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tries a shot! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Great leap! Oh, that was no routine save.
Hamsik simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Defending of the desperate variety. Gets good distance on it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. What an adventurous run from a defender. Can he deliver? It's Modric! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Otamendi. Muller. Quadrado. And a header! And that would have been game, set and match. Leeds need to hold on for a few more moments. And it's Gray. Otamendi gets his foot in there.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Ibrahimovic! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, some fans are already on their way out, so that to me says everything, Peter.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And he's away. He's had a shot! This could fall anywhere. Otamendi has been caught there, it's a foul.
Luka, the energy is insane. Luka, this is awesome.
And that's that. Leeds can be very happy with a job well done, an efficient win for which the players simply did enough. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and
Luka, the energy is insane. Luka, this is awesome.
He's through, we're going!
Wow, look at that pass. Guys, go for goal.
Leeds emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it. Gets up to head it!
Oh, just needed a better contact.
well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Ribery. And it's Perisic. Cuadrado goes for the cross. Timely intervention. Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. Ribery. Cuts it out. Anderlecht going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Leeds are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Muller, and it's Ibrahimovic.
Luka, the energy is insane.
Cuadrado. Modric. Ricky Puig. Half an hour played now. And it's got through.
Luka, this is awesome.
Cuadrado. Oh, nice touch. Perisic. Modric. Ricky Puig. Modric. A buccaneering run from the defender. So we have our breakthrough.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
This is also.
Looking for space out wide. It's a loose ball. He's got it on the right now. What's on? Modric is fouled. Müller. Good challenge, he just stood firm. There is the half-time whistle. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. It was a decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Leeds come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Cuadrado. Perisic. Modric. Ricky Puig. And it's Ribery. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. Leeds are still that goal to the good. It could be in here. Leeds got their goal at the end of the first half, and the score is 1-0. Gets into some space.
Anderlecht are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
He's got away with one there. Anderlecht are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Müller. Müller with the delivery. And that should be the keeper's. Cuadrado. Perisic. And here's Ibrahimovic. Cuadrado. Modric. And here's Ribery. Good take, and he's had a look. You can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Ricky Puig. Modric. Cuadrado. Leeds still ahead by the game's only goal. And that's been levered clear. Ricky Puig. Perisic. Just 5 minutes left. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Leeds could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. And it's Cuadrado. Ricky Puig. Hits one! And there goes the final whistle. Leeds have won it. As much industry as inspiration. Whatever the formula, it has worked for them. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in...
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, pick up Modrić. He's through. They're going. Wow, look at that pass.
Let's go for goal. Lads,
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.